Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Joy and I want to thank you for um, coming on in and watching this video. If you're familiar with my channel, this is going to be a little bit of a different video for today. And it's going to be this is near the holidays, let's say the Christmas season coming up, and um, it's a very joyous time. And if you've lost someone, if you've lost a loved one, it can be a little bit rough. But I'm going to be telling you two stories of some Christmas experiences that I've had from, I don't know if you want to say from the angels or from spirits or past loved ones. I'll just let you judge on, what you want to call that. So, again, like I said, we'll be telling two stories, and so let's begin. So the first story I have to tell you is about my mother. She had passed in 2014 of lung cancer, and so prior to that, then she had moved in, and I was her caretaker. There was the dining room, which we converted like into her sitting room, where she had her TV, her lounge, a chair, a nice comfortable chair, her computer, and then off to the side there was a spare room, and we had made that her bedroom. And so it was kind of like she had the first floor, the first floor of the house, kind of just like her own apartment. But anyhow, so I would say, yeah, it was 2013, and Mom wore glasses, and one day she called me in, called me in and said, "I can't find my glasses. Have you seen them anywhere?" I said, "No, I haven't. When was the last time you had your glasses?" And she said, "I just had them yesterday." And I know I had them on when I was cleaning, when I was taking her little room trash can and putting it in the kitchen, because it was garbage day this day now. And I said, "Oh, well, maybe they fell in the garbage and you didn't know it." So she said, "Yeah, maybe." So I went through all the garbage. I even went through the garbage that wasn't even where she was near. I was just looking for her glasses, and she searched through her dresser drawers, and we went into her bedroom. I checked under the bed, thinking that maybe they had fallen off. Checked underneath the bedspread, checked her nightstands. We checked underneath the furniture in her room. We checked in her closet, on the floor, anywhere that, I don't know, that everywhere and anywhere you could think of. We checked the bathroom, we checked the kitchen, we just checked everywhere. And we never did find them. And we just thought it was kind of odd, like, well, they just disappeared. Where could they be? What happened to your glasses, So then, like I was saying, then January of 2014 had shown up now, and so this has been like for a year. She had been without these glasses. She had another pair though that she wore, but they weren't as strong as this newer pair. So in 2014 of January, she had passed away, and so as anybody would do, you sort through things, you get their clothes together, to donate them, or actually what I did with her clothes is I made some quilts, some like blankets. I cut her clothes up and made little squares, and I made like five quilts, like memory blankets. But you know what I'm saying. You go through their stuff and you give this to this person, and so on. Never did find her glasses yet. Never found them. And so then in Christmas of 2014, then in December, um, I had the relatives, family over for Christmas Eve for dinner, and so we, by then now the dining room was the dining room again, and the little spare room where her bedroom was just a spare room now, where I kept chairs and extra tables, and stuff like that. So, all right, so, family was over, we reminisced, we had our dinner, we talked, we uh, opened some gifts, and everybody went home, then Christmas morning, I went into the spare room because I needed something out of the spare room, her bedroom, we could say, to get this pan that I was going to use for Christmas dinner, for Christmas Day dinner, right? And there, I turned and I looked, and there on the table, there were her glasses. They were just let me see. They were just laying on the table just like this, as though she was just sitting in the chair at that table and took her glasses off and laid them down on Christmas morning. So I was like, wow. It brought tears. It brought tears to my eyes, and I'm like, oh, because the family was just over, and we were reminiscing and missing her and talking about her, and then, there her glasses were. It was just, it was just very touching, and I cried, of course, and and I thanked her, and I said, Merry Christmas to you, thank you for the gift. So I took that as a gift from my mom for Christmas, was letting me know that she was okay, everything was good. Maybe perhaps she didn't need her glasses anymore, so maybe that's why she had brought them and laid them there on the table. There's so many scenarios of what the reason was, So then, in the spring then, I'd gone to the cemetery, and, I thanked her for her glasses and for that gift, and we took them to the cemetery. We laid them on the headstone, and I said, I'll return your glasses to you. Thank you for the gift, and we found, we got them, and I'm going to bring them back to you now. So then we left. So that's one experience, one Christmas spirit story. And now I have another story here, which is kind of like a combination, and it does involve my mother again as well, but in a different way. Kind of in a different way. You can use your judgment. You tell me in the comments what you think. Well, I'll just go on with the story, and we'll go from there. Alright, so when I was a little girl, about 4 years old, I had one of those swimming pools that, they were like maybe 2.5 feet high. You put water in it, and the water's what holds it up. It's a pretty big sized pool. All the neighbor kids used to come over, and we, splash around in it, swim around in it. And so at the end of the season, at the end of summer, it's time to take the swimming pool down. My mom and my dad were out there, and first of all, my mom had this beautiful ring. It was like a wraparound ring. It was silver with like black inlays with little dancers on it. It was a wraparound ring. She always wore it, and she loved that ring. And so they're swimming. They're not swimming. They're cleaning the swimming pool. Okay, they're cleaning the swimming pool. They're using soap. Obviously, soap and water, rinsing it out, folding it up, drying it off. Packing it away. And later that evening, she looked down at her hands, and she noticed her ring was gone. Her ring was off her finger. oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I lost my ring, I lost my ring. She was so frantic. I still remember her, going around saying, I lost my ring, I lost my ring. And she goes, I must have lost it when we were cleaning the swimming pool. When we were cleaning the swimming pool, it's got to be out in the grass somewhere. It's got to be out in the yard. It's got to be. It's got to be. So, she went out. We all went outside and, crawling around and stomping around barefoot. Trying to find her ring. We never found it. Many years has passed. We never found it. She even had a metal detector guy come over and go around where the pool was and stuff, and nothing was there. Her ring was never found. So that's kind of sad, because I just remember how she just cherished that ring, and it just brought her so much joy. So now as we move forward, now we're going to go to what year? 2017, maybe, perhaps, somewhere like that. 2016, yeah, 2016. All right, so for Christmas again, my son had bought me a ring, and I like owls. That's why I have, see all my little owls here, some of my owls. And he bought me this owl ring. I loved it to pieces. I'd wear it all the time. And so it was a summer night, though. It was summertime right at this moment. It's summer. And didn't have air conditioning. I'm sitting on the couch playing Xbox with some of my friends. It was getting later and later. I don't know if you've been on Xbox or PlayStation, whatever gaming system. If you game, you prefer. You can lose track of time. And you could just play all night and not realize how tired you are and blah blah blah. All right. So anyhow, we're playing along, and it was late, and I was getting tired. So I told everybody good night. I'm going. Goodbye. And it was so hot out. My hand, my fingers were swelling up. And so I took my ring. So I took my ring off. And I laid it I put it on the arm of the couch. And I didn't turn the Xbox off. I went onto YouTube and watched some videos. I was too lazy to get up and actually go off to the bedroom. So I took my ring off. I put it on the arm of the couch. I lay down on the couch, reminding myself, I gotta remember to pick my ring up so I don't lose it, right? So I fell asleep watching YouTube. Next morning I wake up and I get up, I had forgotten that I'd taken my ring off. But later that day I was like, oh, something feels funny, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, where's my ring? Oh, that's right. Oh, it's there on the couch. So I run upstairs to go and get it. It's gone. It's gone. I checked the floor. I checked under the couch. I went through the cushions of the couch. I even went and checked my jewelry boxes, thinking I checked the bathroom. Maybe I got up, and I don't remember. Maybe I got up and I moved my ring without knowing, or without remembering. So that was 2017. So I searched, and I just fussed over this ring. I just fussed. All I could be thinking of was how the story of my mom, how she lost her ring, and it was so upsetting to her. And I was having that experience myself. And so 2019 came along now. I still hadn't found my ring. And putting the house up for sale. I had the carpets cleaned, and I had the upholstery. I had my furniture cleaned as well. And as they were there steam cleaning my couches and, steam cleaning the the couch, the chairs, the furniture, whatever, I noticed it was just this big long tube, and that the tube was running and going out the front door into the flower bed. And I found all this dust there and stuff, and I'm like, it didn't dawn on me at first that, hey, what if they sucked up my ring and that's where it is? I didn't think of that until after we moved. Until we got here, after we moved then. So, jokingly, I said to my son, I said, hey, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the metal detector and I'm going to go knock on the door. I'm going to ask the new owners if I can metal detect that flower bed out front and kind of tell them the story how I lost my ring in my couch. And, I hadn't found it when we started packing and moving. The whole house was empty when we left, right? When they moved in. And he's like, I don't think that's a great idea. I don't think that's a good idea. And the more I thought about it, it's like, I'm not going to do it either. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to know who lives there. I don't want to see them. I don't want to go back to the house. I don't want to go back to the house. So, all right. So I'm still thinking about, so some time has passed then, and like a couple days before this next part I'm going to be telling you, I was sitting outside and I was thinking about my mom and how I missed her, and how I want to call her. Because every once in a while I still get the inkling, well, I'm kind of bored, I don't know what to do, I'm going to go call Grandma, I'm going to go call Mom. You walk to the phone and then you're like, what? What are you doing? You can't call her. So I was thinking about her, and I was thinking about her ring, and I was thinking about my owl ring, and so on and so on. And so the next day I had mentioned to my son, you know what? I haven't done this in such a long time, or at least I don't remember doing it. I used to do a lot of astral traveling. And I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go astral travel over to the house tonight. And he started laughing he started laughing, and I started laughing. We were just joking around saying, well, what if they see you? They're going to think the house is haunted. They're going to see ghosts. I said, I don't care. If I see them, maybe I'll just say boo to them, Oh my goodness. Well, anyhow, so a couple nights have passed now. And I remember I was dreaming, and I don't remember what the dream was about. I don't remember. Not the faintest clue. But I do remember that it was 3 a.m. when I woke up. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was sitting there. I'm like, wow, what a dream. What the heck? Why am I waking up now? Well, what? I was just wide awake. I'm sitting on my bed. I'm looking over at my dresser. I'm like, I don't know where this thought came from, but it just popped in my head. It says, clean your jewelry boxes. Open up your jewelry boxes. Sort through your jewelry. I thought that was kind of odd. I really did. I thought that was kind of odd. I wake up at 3 in the morning and here I am playing. I'm going to go sort through and look through all my jewelry. Okay, so I bring the jewelry box over, set it on the bed. I pop open the lid. Yeah, that's right. There it is. This ring right here that I have on, this owl ring, I don't know if you can see it. Here it is. Here's that ring. Here's my ring. It was in my jewelry box. I'll show it to you better on here maybe. Here it is. Here's my owl ring. There it was. I'm like, what? I was so ecstatic. I was just so ecstatic. I wanted to tell the whole world. I wanted to tell the whole world. I just wanted to wake up the whole world at 3 in the morning and say, look at this. Here's my ring. I found it. How did it get in my jewelry box? How did it get there? I mean, this was, 17, 18, 19, it could have even been in 2020 when this had happened, when I found this ring. So it was like 3 to 4 years. I went missing. This ring went missing 3 to 4 years, and there it was. There it was. And, yeah, so now what I do is I keep it in its own little, jewelry thing now. I have my owl jewelry in here. And when I'm not wearing my owl ring, I put it in here. Right now I have some little earrings in here. But, yeah. So, again, I don't know. I don't know. Did I astral travel? Did I manifest it? Did my mother again? Or the angels, or another loved one from, that has passed on? Did they return my ring to me? It's just so amazing. It's just so beautiful. And I guess my message to you in this in this video is, yes, it's the holiday seasons, and you can be going through some grieving and some loss, but hold the memories close and believe, and if you get little inklings or little signs, let them know, and thank them for coming through to you, because it's really a beautiful experience. And if any of this has happened to you or anything like this, please comment down in the comments. If you want to put a little short story or a few little sentences about something that you may have experienced, or perhaps what you thought, returned my ring to me. Who was it? Was it my mom, an angel? Did I bring it? Did I go astral traveling? Did I bring it back myself? Is that why I woke up at 3 a.m.? I don't know. But I'm just grateful and thankful that however it happened, it happened. All right. So that's your video for today. I thank you, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye now.